just about everybody, right?
It is, yeah. 5 o'clock here, so
That's right.
most
5 o'clock on the Pacific.
yeah, we are coming to you from sunny, beautiful California. We just got off of 2 cruises, and we are excited to be back on land and having a good time here in California.
Yes. So last time we chatted, we had just arrived here from Bangkok. Yes, from Thailand. And we're back here again for
Yes.
our final stop on our U.S. tour. We've been here for, in the U.S., like 3 months. Is that right? Three
Yep,
months?
3 months.
For about 3 months. And so we've seen all our family, our friends, our kids. And so we're ready to hit the road again.
Hello, CK and Chris from Chicago and Texas.
Yes,
Welcome,
welcome.
everybody. I know everybody is just filing in, so good morning.
Oh, good morning from Bangkok. It's very early there, isn't it?
Good evening, Gary, Traveling Hatter. It is awesome to see you. Just saw you yesterday, but it's awesome to hear from you again. So, welcome, everybody. Seattle. Hey, Scripty Monica. Great to see
Welcome.
you.
Just saw you recently also.
That's right.
2 days ago. Florida, Maryland. Wow, everybody's watching from everywhere. Oh,
Hey,
wow, Julie from Australia.
wow, maybe it is morning there.
It's
Hey,
that,
Shane,
yeah.
welcome from Santa Fe. I'm glad to see everybody made it back home.
That's right.
Yesterday was the end of the group cruise, the Ground Life Travel Cruise. So there were 40 of us on there, and a lot of them are in here. Tuned In Travels, welcome. They were on the cruise with us. How you doing? Hope you made it back to your home very well last night.
Peaceful Travelers also, yes. Cherie by Sea.
Awesome.
All of them were with us on the cruise. It's so fun. It's kind of like a cruise reunion in the chat.
It is. It is.
And as you can hear, my voice is a bit raspier than normal because, well, it probably just shows how much fun we had. We probably haven't laughed that much in that many days in a row in a long time. We really had such a fun time with everybody and just meeting everyone and getting to know everyone and making new friends. So we're excited. It was a really fun trip.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I was just blown away by the people that were on this trip, on this cruise. So if you were wondering, you lost your voice too. Yeah,
Yes.
mine is not gone, but like it's starting
I'm
to.
assuming that was Denise.
Mine is starting to waver. Like it's
Yeah.
like okay, it could go, but I don't think it's going to. We'll see. Yeah,
Oh, somebody else from Australia too. Nice.
Wow.
Good morning to
Wow.
you.
Thank you, Isabel. Appreciate that. Always enjoy watching your videos. That's awesome.
Thank you, Isabel.
Yeah, we had such an incredible time. So if you were wondering, should I go on the next trip? It's a resounding yes. Because we were blown away just by the people. Not only the fun, but the friendships. I think the best part of it for me was meeting people that were basically at the same stage of life, same interests, and like everybody was like locked in, like to one another, and you just can't find that. Like you can't find that anywhere, and that was worth everything to us.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing, and I think a lot of people thought the same thing. And we're actually really looking forward to the next one already, which is going to be in Vietnam, and that's going to be exclusively for those in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart course. But it's going to be really a lot of fun.
Yeah. So yeah, Da Nang gonna be coming up this next summer, as Shane is saying. Book your rooms now. We already have our room. We learned our lesson. So book early, book often. No, only book one.
Not often.
But yeah, we just had an incredible time, and I know that some people were sad they couldn't make that cruise. It was the cruise actually itself was really good too. The Discovery Princess was an amazing ship. I thought the food was amazing. Our room was great. Staff was great. Everything about it was great. I wouldn't change really anything about it.
Yeah, they had a lot of great opportunities for like entertainment and just having a good time as well. Plus the itinerary was really nice too.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy. Kathy was on the cruise with us back in the snow.
Ooh.
And just a
The
couple.
house was 50, your house was 53 degrees? Holy moly, that is very cold.
Yeah. Just a couple days ago, it was 80 in Mexico.
What a shame. Andrea, welcome. Thank you for watching.
All right, Valerie, awesome. Yeah, that's great. So we're gonna go a little bit longer today than we did last time because we cut it pretty short last time we did this. But after this chat, Allie and our daughter Alexa are gonna jump on Alexa's channel and do their book club, which is
Firefly Lane.
Firefly Lane.
So we're going to do our book discussion. So if you read it, or you have read it, join us over there after this chat. But we got a lot to talk about still.
Yeah, link to that is in the description, and they're going to talk about. And you don't have to have read the book to go. You can go. They're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So, yeah. So we're going to talk about stuff. We want to answer questions today because we didn't really get to that much the last time. So if you have questions, chat, we will answer as many as our voices hold up for. Yeah, Kathy, I was losing my voice a little too. Especially, was it just last night? No, 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, yeah.
2 nights ago, yeah. We stayed up. We stayed up the last 2 nights of the cruise pretty late because we were in the Vista Lounge with all these awesome people. And I got back to the room at like 3 o'clock in the morning because there was a time change. And then I waited around. And I was like, I'm going to get some like late dinner at 3:30 a.m. So I called the room service people. They were like, good morning. What would you like for breakfast? And I was like, no, it's not breakfast. We're still on yesterday. We're still going to sleep. So we
had moved forward to the next day.
They had moved on without us. And we were trying to stay in the previous day.
Yeah, Megan, Daniel was in there with us too.
Yeah,
he shut it down with us.
Yeah, he was part of the reason we were there till 3 a.m. So yeah.
Retired Life Mexico, yes. Michael and Luisa, they're on the same ship again. Again, going back home to Puerto Vallarta.
That's awesome.
Elizabeth has a question she asked at the top. All right, Elizabeth.
Ooh.
We got to get back to the top. We were having too much fun catching up with everyone. Elizabeth, right here. We found it, Elizabeth.
I found it. That was pretty lucky.
On the first try.
You can't carry overnights for lounge access. The question was, can you carry overnights for IHG lounge access? And you can't because the lounge access is done through Milestone Rewards, and you don't carry Milestone Reward nights over. So that is, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's nice that they once you have Diamond, they do roll over for status, which is really nice. But you can't use those rolled over nights for the Milestone Rewards to get the lounge access, unfortunately.
That's right. Cherie by C. Yeah, Cherie was one of the people that was in the lounge with us. One of the reasons why my dinner was so late.
Yes, Cherie made me laugh too much.
She may be one of the main people why your voice is going. So. Everybody go check out Cherie by C. We got to know her this week. That's her YouTube channel. She's awesome. And she's got a lot of great content on there as well. So many awesome people. Let's see.
Jade has a non-IHG related question, but just about if we are by the State Department via the STEP program. For information on our whereabouts. We did only do that once, but for the most part, we just let our friends and family know where we're going to be. They know all the time, so if there was a problem, they could always track us down. But it is a good program, but they do way too many alerts. is the reason why we don't do it. They send way too many unnecessary alerts, and I just didn't want that kind of stress, so we don't do it anymore. We just did it the one time.
Yeah. What? Scripty Monica. I think that's her YouTube channel name too.
Mm-hmm.
What is your limit on points per day? I assume you mean how much we'll spend on an IHG hotel.
Yeah, good question.
Good question. So it does kind of depend on the place and if they have a lounge. If they have a lounge, we're willing to go a little bit higher because we're gonna, and if it's a good lounge. So for instance, in Hanoi, we stayed at the Landmark 72 Intercontinental. I think it was 16,000 points. That's about as high as we usually go. But that was totally worth it because the lounge there is completely amazing. Because if you factor that out, 16,000 points is $80 a day in points that you've bought times 30. That's $2,400 a month. That's pretty high. But if you're getting all your meals, that's about as high as we go. Yeah, about 16,000.
Yeah.
We try to keep it more like 10,000.
Yeah, unless it's like something really special that we're splurging on, but we don't do that very often. Not like that.
Oh, Retired Life says Cherie did a really nice reel about the trip.
Oh, I didn't see it. I gotta go check that out, Cherie.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about this. See, I just called them Retired Life. They're Retired Life Mexico. How we call each other by like the first, either the first word or the first two words of the name, which is kind of funny. Yeah, go check out Retired Life Mexico too. They're actually on the ship still. So let's see. Yeah, Lillian Bloom, did you see the surprise IHG sale a few days ago? That's what we wanted to talk about today. So let's do it now since Lillian brought it up. Good timing. So first of all, they did not do the famous 11/11 sale this year, which was extremely disappointing. But they did kind of make up for that in another way, which is they have a sale going on right now, which is a surprise 100% match, which means if you buy, say, 200,000 points, you will get 200,000 points for free for most people. I've got to be clear about that. So generally, there's a limit of 150,000 points plus the bonus per year. So it's 300,000, but then they usually raise that by 100,000 at the end of the year. So in all previous years, they've capped you at about 500,000 points that you could get. But this year, they've raised it an extra 50,000 points. So you can actually buy up to 300,000 and get 300,000 free. So the problem is that it's not for everyone at all times. So you really need to check and see if you're included in the sale. We were on the cruise a couple nights ago. We were looking and some people had the offer and some people did not have the offer. We both had it, but we did see a few people that did not have the offer. So the lesson here is that when you see the offer and it's 100% bonus, you just want to buy it because you probably won't be in the next one. You might be, but you never know. So it could be we don't know when it's going to be for any single account. So there is a link in the description where it'll take you to where you log in to buy the points. You just click that link and it will tell you if you're in the 100% bonus club. If you are and you want it, then I would go ahead and get it now because there's probably going to be another sale in December. And if you're in it now, there's a pretty good chance you won't be in it in December. And if you're not in it, you probably will be in it in December. So I don't know why they do that, but that's how they're doing it.
Yeah, and they also, on my account, we had already reached the maximum number of points that we could buy, but they still gave me the offer of the 100% match, plus they offered me an extension also on the buying the points, which was really nice, because then we would have had to wait till January.
Yeah. Let's see, I missed a few here. But, yeah, a couple people asking about ambassador status. We do not have ambassador status. It just didn't seem like a good value for us. It's not Diamond Elite that you get, it's Platinum Elite. And if you have the IHG card, you already get Platinum Elite. So I would think this would be better if you're Canadian, if you're one of our Canadian friends, because Canadians don't get free Platinum status with the credit card. So ambassador could really work for them, but it's kind of doubling up on what we already get having the IHG credit card. And because we book mostly with points, the ambassador program does say that you get a room upgrade. That's only guaranteed if you're paying with cash, which you really never should be doing. So we don't see that much of a reason to have ambassador.
Yeah, for our purposes, it doesn't make any sense for us because of the way we book them. And the other thing too is you don't get all those milestone rewards, like your conformable suite upgrades and, you know, your lounge access is on there. But then also all those food and beverage credits, like you'll miss out on so much not earning the diamond status as opposed to just getting it. Because like you said, we already get it with the card anyways. We already had platinum. We just work towards diamond so we can get the bigger stuff.
Yeah. Hey, everywhere we dreamed of going, retirement travel. That's Martin and Tanya.
That's right.
They were on the cruise with us also. Awesome people. Welcome. Glad you are here. And I see Dave. Hey, Dave and Nikki. Maybe it's Nikki.
No, I think
Dave
it's
and
Dave.
Dave and Nikki.
I think it's Dave.
Let's see.
Oh, Shane didn't get the offer. Sorry, Shane. That stinks.
Yeah, Shane, I was talking to him on the cruise the other night.
Okay.
We were trying to get it in. Yeah, Valerie has the 100. Shane did not get the 100. You really just have to click and see what you got. And if, like, I can't stress it enough, if you got it, you can buy them. Now, January 1st, it'll reset. You can buy another, probably only 150,000 plus another 150,000. So you could potentially buy 900,000 points in the next 2 months, which is what we did a year ago. We bought them in December and January. Ed's got a question here. How are you spending 10,000 a day? We're spending mostly less than 10,000 a day.
Less.
Here's the trick. I'll give you the trick. Go to the IHG app and just search for Malaysia. That will bring up all of Southeast Asia. Search for a block of 4 nights. And then once it all pulls up, hit the filter or the sort button and sort it by price, low to high, and you'll see several that are like 4,000 or 5,000 points at the very top. And there'll be quite a few that are under 10,000.
Yeah, actually, like you said, almost all the ones we book are under 10 in Asia, especially Southeast Asia.
Jade is asking about the DTV. Oh, we're so excited about the DTV. Did you physically go to the Thai embassy to do the application, and was it done on the spot?
No, you do it online. It's a e-system, and you do it online. So if you're U.S. passport holder and you're doing it through a U.S. embassy, then Thai embassy in the U.S., then you apply to the one that they have different embassies for different regions in the U.S. And at the time, our address was still in Georgia, so our embassy was actually Washington, D.C. We went online to the Washington, D.C. Thai embassy and applied there. So you don't do it in person, you do it all online. And we'll have a lot more about that. We'll have a video going up about that. So, yeah, we're excited, very excited.
Yeah,
Gonna be activating it very soon.
there is a limit to the points you can buy in a year. This year it's 600,000. Because I have not bought any points yet because we bought them all on her account. And when I log in, it says I get the 100% match, and I could buy 300 and get 300 free. So the limit this year has definitely been raised to 600,000. But you just never know when it's your turn. So when you get it, I would take it because you may be one of the people. The next time we're doing a live, saying I only got 60 percent. Yeah.
Valerie, actually, both of them count. If you do your room with points, we do it on both IHG and Hyatt, and it counts as a night. It counts on Hyatt as well.
Yeah.
We've done it. That's how we got Globalists. We barely paid any nights on Hyatt, and we got Globalists with just points.
Yeah, I think we may make a video soon how we got Globalist without spending any money at all. Because we really haven't spent much money because we got the Chase Business Inc. and they both came with 1,000 points for the welcome offer. And then we used those on rooms that were 3,500 points a night. And we basically got the Globalist without spending, and you get 5 nights for having the card. So we basically didn't spend barely anything.
Yeah, it's pretty
We
awesome.
got there. Hey David, how are ya? Haven't seen you in a while. Great to have you.
Welcome in.
Yeah, he's asking what we think of Bitcoin at 100,000. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to get to 100,000. It only got to 99,900, and then everybody sold it. So we're still waiting.
Back again.
We're waiting. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna make it because every time it gets close to 100, everybody sells. So it's just funny. Let's see. Is there any way to find hotels, or do you search one by one? Yeah, there's no like list, so you just have to go one by one. But in general, intercontinentals all have lounges, and in Asia, Crown Plazas almost all have lounges.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you basically have to go one by one. Holiday Inn Express never has a lounge. Holiday Inn sometimes has a lounge.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and some people are talking about the DTV in here. That's the Destination Thailand visa. It is good for 5 years, and you can stay in for 6 months at a time. That is such a valuable visa that if you're doing long-term travel, you should just apply for it. It is $400, and it's like so phenomenal that I can't even explain how great it is.
It's so great.
Yeah.
After traveling to Thailand for years and doing extensions constantly and just having to go out and come back and just, trying to stay within the legal amount of time and, there's some gray area and having to hassle with all of that, this is so great to have clear timeline. We could stay much longer. It's going to be really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, that is why you have a lower offer, because you already bought some. So you can only buy, this year you can buy 300,000 and get 300,000 free, and then you get cut off till next year. So Brian's asking, can you transfer points? Most of the time, no, but if you have Diamond, there's some ways people are talking about you can do it. We've never done it. But if you do it just as like a regular non-Diamond, it's going to cost you, yeah, Shane's already answering it there. It's going to cost you as much as it would just to buy the points.
Yeah, not worth it.
Yeah.
You're paying them twice for them twice, basically. If you bought points and then you're trying to transfer them, you're paying for them twice. And if you earn them, then you're paying for them. So that's not really fun either.
So now I see Shane. This is funny because I was in YouTube today looking in the app, and they changed the whole layout of the comments on YouTube. So because they're trying to show you different things as a creator, like different stats and things. And one of the things they show you now in YouTube is who your most engaged person was that you engaged with. Or I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's that you engaged with,
No,
or
that they engaged.
They engaged with your
content.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it shows you like the top people, and Shane was one of them. I was like, oh, that's cool. Shane, you made it.
Top contributor, Shane.
Another one that you will appreciate on here that I don't think he's here, but Ted La Silva. Yeah, so I saw his name in there too. That was really cool. So yeah, and now I'm seeing people talking about Gary traveling header. Gary gave me, this was the coolest thing. Gary gave me a business card on the cruise for all his channels. I showed it to like 10 people yesterday because I thought it was so cool. I thought this is the coolest business card I've ever seen. So,
he's been showing it to everyone, Gary.
Yeah, everywhere I go, Gary, I show them your business card.
He's like, look at how cool this card is.
I got it right in my little wallet thing where I can pop it right out, and I'm like, look at this business card. I got to get one of these. So,
Retired Life Mexico wants to know where you find that information about top people, like the top contributors.
Yeah, it's on the bottom of the YouTube studio, say comments, it now says community. You click that, and it's kind of in the bottom there. So I think they're trying to show you not only your comments, but like some interesting stats about all the commenters. And so, yeah, I noticed the names right away in there. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see Gary's card? Okay, I'm going to show a lot of people maybe. Let's see. Should you hold out for 100 or get the 80%? I would hold out for 100.
I would
don't
hold
you
out
think?
for 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hold out.
Let's see. Should I wait for my IHG card to get here before buying points? You don't need to do that. You can buy them and then just wait till you get the card linked to actually use them.
Yeah, make sure that it's linked to your IHG account.
Oh, Cherie says she's framed Gary's business card. I'm telling you guys,
He's pulling it out of his wallet.
don't leave home without it. The Traveling Hatter.
It looks so cool. It's this, and then it's his other channel is here. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And if you've seen
It's
him
cool
in
because
person,
the picture is like the same on
it's
both
exactly
sides.
what he looks like.
Yeah. It's so cool. Gary, that's awesome. Yeah, so let's see. Now that I got sidetracked here.
We did get sidetracked with the card. Sorry about that.
Let's see.
Do. So we got the framed card.
We got the framed card. Yeah. We were talking about, what were we talking about? How long Robert wants to know how long the promo for the IHG will last. I think this one goes till December 13th, if I'm not mistaken. So,
And they've already extended it because it was like earlier than that. I want to say like December 3rd or 7th. And now they've extended it to the 13th. So we'll see. Maybe this is the offer for December and they may not offer another one. I don't know. They've been doing things in a really weird way this year.
really weird. Yeah, they've really thrown everybody for a loop because they didn't do last year everybody got the same offer all the time. Like it was the same for everybody. You know, this year it's like Shane didn't get it, we got it. Next time he'll get it, we won't get it. It's crazy. They've become very unpredictable, and then it's very difficult to find a link to check, which is why the link is in the description below because it is hard to find that link. So, Monica wants to know, other than Malaysia, what other places are good to use IHG hotels? So the Malaysia thing is, if you put in Malaysia, it's like a bug in the app. If you put in Malaysia, it'll show you all of Asia. That's the reason we search for Malaysia. So all of them are good, but if you put in Japan, type in Japan, it'll only show you Japan. But if you put in Malaysia, it'll show you Korea, Malaysia, Thailand,
Indonesia.
Yeah, so all of them are good, but just searching for Malaysia and then sorting is the easiest way to find good hotels. So, yeah. So that's kind of why we do it that way.
Yeah.
So we are now preparing for our trip. We're going pretty soon. We are in the final stages. You know, all those things that you run around at the last minute trying to like, oh, I forgot to order this. I forgot to order that. So I think after this live, Allie and Alexa are doing a live, and then we're going to Best Buy because I decided to get a new Google Fitbit watch because you can't buy Google products in Asia. So that is a very important thing because we're committed to walking when we get there, right?
Got to get more steps in.
Yeah. There was a guy on the cruise. I don't think he's on here, Mark. He was super fit. He motivated me. And that was what was so amazing about this cruise was that so many people on the group cruise. If you're just joining us, we just got off of the Grounded Life Retirement Travel group cruise. There was 40 of us, and it seems like so many people motivated me in a different way. Like just talking to Mark, like I sat down with Mark and Jill, and they were like, I really want to have lunch with you, Rob. And I was like, well, why? And they were like, I want to learn about points. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I can see you guys are both super fit, so I want to learn about fitness. So they were peppering me with like points questions, and I was peppering them with like, what should I be eating? So it was cool. And then like another night, like I'm talking to Jeff about stocks. I'm talking to Shane about technology. so many people that you just connect with on such a level.
And learn from each other.
Learn from each other.
It wasn't
right?
just, giving. There was give and take, I think, from everybody, which was really great.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, solo dolo. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting. The Pixel Watch.
That's the same one he's got ordered.
Pixel Watch 3. I do hope it's good. I have a Pixel phone, so I figured it was probably
Makes sense.
Probably the way to go. Let's see. Vanessa had a question up here. Yeah, did Shane answer? Yeah, you can.
Yes.
It's about a year away.
Oh, yes, about the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we talked about one time when we booked all the Japan travel for next year. Yeah, for next year. We had gotten such a good deal. We shared that a few lives ago.
Yeah. Now, Hyatt, you can book a little over a year. So if you're going to be traveling with Hyatt, you can do that a little further. Yeah, Peaceful Travelers, they were great workout people. So I'm motivated. We're going to get back on track in
Just a
Asia
few days.
in just a few days.
By the end of this week.
After we sit on a 24-hour flight.
Next live is going to be from Asia. So it'll be the middle of the night for us again. And daytime for you guys.
Exactly. So we have been, we had a little thing where we were asking people about, about feedback for the trip we were on. Because we had 40 people on this cruise. And we were like, well, let us know what you think, what you might want to do, next. Because we're definitely doing Da Nang Vietnam this summer. And then we started throwing around some other things. I threw out Bali because the girls like to go there for a girls trip. Then people really started approaching you about that, right?
They did. And I don't know if we even said Bali. I think we just said a girls trip. And somehow it became a Bali girls trip. So that's, I think, in the works. We're actually we're looking into it and kind of prepping all of that information.
Yeah, I've lost my mouse.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
So yeah, I think we've been talking about it, and I think it's going to be very easy for us to happen. Yeah. Yeah, guys, a guys trip we were talking about too. So we were throwing around a lot of places. See, I don't know where we actually want to go, but most of the guys landed on that Tokyo is a pretty good place. Right? We got baseball, we got 7-story arcades, we got great food. We got everything you could want there.
Everyone always wants to do a guys trip with you.
Yeah, we haven't ever done a guys trip.
So it might require a guys trip if I do the girls trip.
It might. So Sheree wants to go to Bali. Sheree, I think that's a vote for Bali.
I think there were multiple votes for Bali, including Cherie.
Yeah. I was looking at that for sure. So yeah, I've always wanted to do a photography trip, get together with 8 or 10 people who love photography and just go do real landscape photography somewhere, because it's difficult when you want to do that, and that I know that when I take pictures, Allie has to wait for me the whole time, and it's a long time, is it not?
It takes so long that I started creating my own content behind the scenes by taking pictures of myself with Rob's got his back to me, so behind the scenes selfie of Rob doing some kind of silly setup. He always has to do something crazy, it feels like, for his pictures, hanging off some ledge. And one time he went on a photography trip with a friend, and they went to Horseshoe Bend, and it was before they put that safety thing right in the center there. If you've been there recently, that hasn't always been there. It was before that was there. And so he had laid on his belly and kind of crawled out there with his camera, and his friend held his legs to give counterweight to keep him from falling over the edge, you guys. I'm so glad I found out about it after. But he did get a gorgeous picture.
Yeah.
He always does, but he has to do crazy stuff to do it.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, because I started to walk up to the edge, and I was like, "Oh no, this is bad. This is bad." So I got down on my knees. I was like, "Still bad." So I just like army crawled up to the edge and looked over. But that was I didn't really want to do that again. So, uh, yeah. What did you see, Scripty Monica? We saw that a couple of months ago. uh, let's see. Luxury travel spotlight. That Bali is on the bucket list. Hopefully, a cruise from Singapore. Oh yeah.
There are some good cruises
Uh,
out there.
Traveling Hatter's going on some cruises. I know that much. Maybe that one. Can't remember if that was exactly the same one. Oh yeah. Oh, Scripty Monica, you had the railing. Yeah, the first time I went there was no railing at all.
There was no railing. And actually there were people, there's no sign that says not to go over the railing, and there were people going over the railing, and I had to walk away because I could not watch someone plummet to their death. And it was just kind of crazy. And it wasn't like a professional photographer. It was just like someone trying to, take a aesthetically pleasing photo. But I was like, oh my gosh, please don't fall.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. I'm actually glad they have the railing there now. So
it's much better.
yeah,
Keep people safe.
yeah. Let's see. Kevin has a side question. How many trans-Pacific transatlantic cruises have you guys done? And do you recommend that? Let's see. How many have we done?
I want to say 5 or 6. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, pretty close.
I think 5 or 6 if I'm remembering them all.
Totally recommend it though. They're always a great value. A great value for your money. Because you're basically getting it seems like it's about half price almost.
Not only that, there's less people. You're getting your transportation, your food, your housing. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, and you get to see some places along the way. Now, it is a reduced number of ports on the transatlantic or the, transoceanic cruises. It is a reduced number of ports, and that's usually why a helpful portion of keeping the cost down is there's not as many port charges for that. But it is really nice. The other huge bonus, if you're going the right way, is that you can avoid a huge section of or altogether jet lag because you change time on the ship as you're moving every few days, and by the time you get where you're going, you're already switched and you're ready to go, and you don't have to worry about that. So we recommend it a lot. We use it as much as we can, work it into our travels. As you know, we try to use planes as little as possible. You probably don't realize this, but I really don't like flying. Rob doesn't mind it, but I don't like it. So if we can kind of stay away from it as much as we can, then we do. But, sometimes it's a necessary evil, and you have to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Mary's here. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
How you doing? Yeah. Everyone's jumping in here from the cruise.
I know this is like a cruise reunion. I love it.
Jenny says she loves Allie's photographer's wife content. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that the photos of me doing dumb things, that account has more followers than I actually have. That's
than your real Instagram account.
Than my real Instagram account. Yeah. I think the me doing dumb things account is probably past it. So I haven't checked that one, but there's some pretty weird pictures on there of me. Because I am always kind of laying down. And then we stopped posting on the NGM modeling one a couple years ago. But the very last picture is me laying on the ground. So it's that's the one.
Oh yeah, sees. Like a pool taking pictures of the girls in the prom dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's the only way he could get the good shot.
There's a lot of weird pictures of me taking pictures. So that's the thing.
Daryl has a question.
Wait. Brian and Shannon and Brian are here.
Oh, hey. How you guys doing from across town? We met Shannon and Brian on the NCL cruise. We were sitting in Oceans one night, and Shannon recognized us and came over and said hi, and we hung out for a while, and then we hung out a lot. One day, we were all going to get off at the cruise port, and we were finishing up breakfast, and somehow breakfast turned into lunch, and then we just didn't end up going.
Yep.
Which was okay, because we had great conversation with you guys. So hi.
So yeah, oftentimes we will make friends on the cruise with people that recognize us, and that's happened several times. So we meet a lot of awesome people because of that. So, is it ever a good deal to pay with points and dollars, Daryl? Yeah, it can be if you, basically, if you're going to run out of points and you know you're going to run out of points, then it's probably a pretty good deal because you know, eventually, if you can only buy 600,000 a year, and you don't have other ways of getting them, you're eventually going to run out. So, unless you, what we do is we generally, once we've totally both run out, then we just switch to Hyatt.
We're like, all right, let's switch. We're out of points.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great meeting you too, Brian. Yeah, we had that was a really fun cruise.
Paths with you guys in Southeast Asia this next year.
Doesn't like flying.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting. But I mean, I could see that. I've heard of that happening before, but you know, it is what it is, right, Monica? You do what you have to do.
That's right. Yeah. Gary says he's making traveling plans as we speak. We are
making plans as we're talking.
I want to know what those plans are. Ed is saying, am I correct in understanding that 25% cyber sale is cash transactions only and not points? You are correct, Ed. And they're also prepaid and non-refundable. So that's why we didn't make a big deal about this 25% cyber sale that's going on right now, because it just doesn't compare to previous year's sales. And frankly, if you're going to use cash and you get 25% off, you could just use your points and get 25% off if you do the fourth night free with the IHG card. So it's really not that great of a incentive to do this because you've got to prepay on the cyber sale. So we've kind of just skipped that, and we're just booking what we want. Kind of the big win for all of us right now is that you can get more points, which kind of keeps us going further into the year. So right now is when we're stockpiling IHG points, and then we're gonna use them all up next year, right?
Yeah. So somebody asked if there was an IHG, so if IHG was having a good sale, and then there was no Singles Day sale this year, unfortunately. Other hotel companies did it, but IHG did not. They're doing this 25% off one, but it's not that great. Honestly, their best deal right now is the mystery offer on the points. So everybody's getting a different offer. Most people are getting 100%. Some are getting 60 or 80. I would wait till you get 100 before you buy it. But there's a link down below to buy the points. Click that. Put your information. You what the offer is, like how much you can buy, and if you're going to get the 100% or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian's been booking a bunch of IHG hotels. It must be booking season.
It is. And if you haven't booked, you better get on it, because everybody in this chat is going to book everything good up. And remember, hotels don't have unlimited rooms for, redemption offers. So you can't use your points all the time, everywhere, whenever you want. Some hotels only have so many rooms that they offer for point value. And once those are gone, they're gone. And that's how come, and Japan is one of those places that we talked about. I can't remember how many lives ago, 2, 3, 4. We talked about the Japan bookings, and they only have so many. And let me tell you, they book out a year in advance, and they book out a year in advance. Like, they book up, they're gone. So if you're not there when it switches, a year in advance booking it, you're probably not going to get one.
Exactly. Yeah. Emma has a good question here. Can you get the business and the personal one? You can get both, but when you buy the points, the cards are tied to your IHG count, but the credit cards are actually Chase. So both credit cards will be tied to the same IHG account, so you can only buy the points once. Unfortunately, having an extra card doesn't allow you more points. Having an extra person does, like we can both buy 600,000 points, but then you have trouble transferring them, and like she's got status, lounge access, and I don't, so it becomes a little problematic like that. Is talking about the World of Hyatt sale, 25% bonus, which someone was talking about that on the cruise. With Hyatt, you have to price it out before you buy the points because sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not, depending on the hotel. IHG, I don't think I've ever seen it be cheaper to pay cash than with the points.
No, we've looked multiple times and it just hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I've searched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hotels, and it's almost, I don't think I've ever seen it where the cash is more. There'd have to be something really fluky going on, because yeah. So Andrea, she is moving to Thailand. Hey, welcome. Yeah, good.
In July.
And she found a cheap hotel in Pattaya, which has $6,000,
$6,000
points per night. And she wants to know if that's a good deal to get the free lounge. So what I can tell you about that is that would be to earn the lounge, because that's a Holiday Inn Express. And so they won't have a lounge, but you would definitely earn nights towards it, and you would do it pretty cheaply. Now that is, you know, there are definitely other ones in the area. I think Shane mentioned Rayong. Yeah, I think that one is very cheap also. There's also one in Bangkok, which is the Central Pier. You can get that one pretty cheap. But what we did was, when we did our 40 nights, we got one in Vinh Yên, Vietnam. I think it was 8,000 points a night, and we stayed 40. We just stayed all 40 nights.
No, that's the one that we got on the 11/11.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But it is normally
Yes,
it is normally 8,000.
Yeah, it is
points.
only 8,000, so you can do it. That one we did. What we did for that one, because we didn't have lounge access, we were earning it. So what we did there is because the 11/11 sale was so amazing, we bought a room with lounge access. So we had lounge access while we were earning the lounge access, which was like, if you can find one to do that for a really good price, that's really the way to go.
Yeah.
Because then you still have it, especially since we were staying at the same hotel, just getting it all done at once. It was actually really great.
And I know Dave just went to a bunch of hotels in Indonesia, and they have some really, really good deals there. And that's another great country for to get your lounge access, to get your 40 nights in. So that's the place you can do it. There's actually some cheap ones in Japan too. There's a ton of good options. So
Verifying you can get lounge status using points for 40 nights, or do you have to pay money for the room?
Points.
You can do it with points.
Back. Hopefully you can see it. Back. Hopefully you can see
back.
We're back. Yeah, I saw it was like looking like it was buffering, and then it just kind of jumped out. So yeah, we are back. Yeah. So there'll be a little.
It was getting slow a minute.
There will be a little delay here, so hopefully we can fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, they don't have very good Wi-Fi here in North Hollywood. So yeah, that I think was the problem.
Okay, I think it's possibly better now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's us, not you guys.
Yeah, I think it's us. It's not you. I think our internet may have gone down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get off Wi-Fi and on just the phone service.
Yeah.
See if that works
So
better.
in about 10 minutes, we're gonna be switching over to yeah, maybe too many YouTubers.
Too many YouTubers here.
Yeah. We have too many YouTubers in the area trying to live stream.
Maybe there's just too much streaming in California. like in SoCal altogether. I think you're right, Monica. I think it's all of SoCal because everybody's streaming something.
Shockingly, that is a question that we get a lot. Like, well, how's the internet
Mm.
in Asia? And I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get back to the internet in Asia because it's so much faster. We never have that problem, and it's so much easier just to be able to be on stream either on your phone or on your Wi-Fi. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that's good. If you have questions though, I think we're back. You can drop them
Yeah,
in
I
there.
think we're back to normal now. Last few minutes before we switch over and we have a little book chat.
We can do
coming
some
up.
we can do some lightning rounds. If you're just joining us though, I'll recap all the things. The IHG points sale is going on right now. Not everybody is eligible for the 100%. You have to check and see if you are. Link to that in the description if you want to check. And if you are eligible, it's a good time to get it. So let's see.
Yeah, as far as the internet, I'm assuming you mean like to get service in Japan. Yeah, $10. Sometimes it's less than that. In some countries, like we've paid as little as $8.50,
Yeah.
which is insane for an entire month of service. Consume a lot, you know, like when we're moving around, like looking, you know, trying to get places.
I think we're back. Hey, blue-eyed Kansan, thank you. Become a
Upgraded
member.
to gold.
That is awesome.
Welcome to the club.
Answer is it's definitely worth getting the personal one. We are going to be switching over to the book chat on our daughters. We're gonna switch over to non-Wi-Fi and just use our phone because it's just the internet seems to be not doing us any favors tonight at the end
She's
here.
slowing down on us.
Yeah, but we want to thank everybody for joining us and just thank everybody that was on the cruise with us that came out here today. It was so amazing.
Sending you guys a hug.
We had such an awesome time. Great to see so many of you on here again.
Yeah, so yeah, our next live is it might possibly be next Sunday, but we're gonna be in Thailand by then. So we're flying out. We're actually gonna be spending Thanksgiving in the air for the first time.
Yeah.
So we will not be on land for Thanksgiving. It'll be a airplane food Thanksgiving for us this year for the first time. So we'll see you guys possibly next week. We'll schedule it out and get you guys all set so you can get on there. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm going to hop on with Alexa. The link to her channel is down below. We'll be just a couple minutes of setup here. And then come and join us over there and hang out with me and Alexa. So Rob's going to go, and then Alexa is going to be here.
I'll see you from Asia very soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you.